Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Vampire Survivors. It is finally time to go check out this Balatro stuff. And I'm going to try taking Porta with me, because I have not taken Porta anywhere recently. Let's try something different. Pale Diamond Incursion. The listed weapons aim at the nearest enemy. They gain a cooldown bonus affected by the character's projectile speed. You know what? That sounds kind of fun. Okay, so I need to get the coffin. I also don't know what those are. But we will start and see if we can't figure it out. Why do I have weapon pickups locked? I shouldn't have weapon pickups locked. Hold on. Weapon pickup. There we go. I do not know why that was locked. Alright. Let's try again. Same thing. So, Porta starts out with a massive advantage in their lightning. Shurikens. Sure. Shuriken is on the list. What about a silver revolver? Is that on the list? No. Let's crank up the speed a little bit, just because I'm going to be here a while and going to be trying to do a lot of stuff. I think the Glass Fandango was on the... No, it wasn't. Okay. This remix is so good. I really like this. Ooh, a wine glass? No. Okay, I'm just like grabbing random projectiles, hoping that they might actually hit something. Chroma's mana increases the number of enemies. At least that gives me more opportunities to earn XP without necessarily making them stronger. Homing missiles? Alright, so that's 6 mostly random weapons. Works for me. Lightning ring. Oh! Oh, it's like one of the, like one of the boss blind things. That's cool. Okay, so that's definitely a boss. Oh, of course it's the boss. It is a boss. Right, okay. Oh, okay. These ones actually reform themselves, like the red skeletons in the Gaio Tower. Okay. So the problem with this character is the health issue. They really are not good when it comes to health. I've also started with this weird little helper guy, the Outer Saboteur. I don't really know what that is. Okay. So, my Arcana is causing me to target the things closest to me with the lightning and the shuriken. Will that also apply to their evolutions? It doesn't indicate it. I don't want to run the box. If I could get wings to increase my speed, that would be especially helpful. Wait, is it... No, projectile speed. Damn it, I should have been taking the bracers. I am not getting the passives that go with these things. Alright, I need to move faster. Shuriken. Tiragasu goes with the wine glass. Okay, having the lightning consistently striking the boss is really damn powerful. Okay, silver revolver, that's good. More silver revolver. Okay, everything's going pretty well so far. We'll grab the extra revival just for the safety margin. Oh. Okay. A new boss. Homing missiles. Goddamn boss blind keeps attacking me. Come on. Come on. Mana, more enemies really is not a problem. I've got enough penetrating weapons. Okay, that's a silver. I don't have anything that can evolve right now. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god. These guys are kind of tough. Alright, Shuriken. I did kill the boss. Alright. I'm getting pretty close. Got some chicken. I definitely want to make sure that at the absolute least, I do get that, oh god, I really, really want to make sure that I get, to that coffin. Okay. You know what? Screw going just for the Evos. We need the extra damage from the spinach. Curse isn't a problem, but the enemies are still just running really, really high health. Okay, that's fine. Shuriken's getting extra penetration is probably good. Alright, boss blind is attacking me again. Okay, this one is slowing me down. Crap. Okay, more spinach. That is good. Shuriken. That's good. There we go. Homing missiles. Okay, that's gotta be good for a level. Sir Varochi? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Okay. Alright, so I'm picking the risk. Enemy health is currently increased by 20% and damage by 10%. This one gives me might every level, duration every level, start gaining extra amount every 10 levels. Oh god, and this guy's also foil, so he adds a random bonus. I want to boost this one. Oh, whoa. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, this is so cool. It's like picking jokers. Health, curse, no. Movement speed. Ooh. Let's boost. Minus 90% cooldown? Whoa. Okay, but it also increases enemy spawn quantity. I think I've got to take this one. This Portaladonna, minus 90% cooldown is absurd. Oh my god, I'm so fast. Weapon power up. Perfect. Okay. Oh boy. This is still not enough to fight through this. Spinach. Yeah. Get through. Okay. Oh my god. Revive. Okay, we need something way more insane. Okay. Gemini won't help. You know what? Screw it. Go for the Mad Groove. Spinach. We need more people. Plus 40% might. That is absolutely insane. Ooh. Okay, the cooldown bonus is lost over 4 levels. I don't think I read that. That's a problem. Can we get that speed? Plus 2 amount? Okay. Oh. Plus 400%? Yeah, but it's being lost over time. What I really need is that speed bonus. No. Plus 40% growth. is pretty damn strong. No. These inverted ones don't really do it for me. No. God damn it. Where's the one who gives me speed? Give me freaking speed. Please give me speed. Okay, fine. An extra plus 40% might. Surely the absolute insane amount of damage stacking I have going on here can make a difference. Right? Like, I mean, come on. This is some of the most insane damage stacking I've ever seen. Okay, that's fine. I have nearly made it up to the coffin. If nothing else, as long as I can break that coffin, I will be set. Is there anywhere... Okay, yeah, I do get to see my cards. Cool. Okay. I am very, very close. More homing missiles. This absolutely cuts through everything while a freeze is going on. Empty tome. Empty tome. Yes. How am I still... like, getting hurt? Kumarola. Duplicator. Okay, that's fine. Okay, okay, an Arcana. Okay. Yes, extra lightning. Empty tome. Empty tome for the highest possible damage multiplier. Okay. There we go. The Shuriken has evolved to the Yagyu. Does this apply to the Yagyu? It specifically doesn't. Okay. But there's the Thunder Loop. Okay. Kumarola. There we go, there we go. Alright. I've nearly made it to the coffin. If nothing else, I will at least succeed at that. Okay, good. Good. I open the coffin. We have gotten our first Balatro character, Jimbo. Welcome aboard, Jimbo. There's the upgraded missiles, the multi-stage missiles. Now we've actually got some power. And I think the wine is ready to level up. Yep. Perfect. Okay, empty tome. So this stage is an absolute nightmare. But you can also power yourself up really damn far. The Outer Saboteur... Okay, we'll put that to level 9, I guess. Yeah, just go ahead and... Go ahead and get the mask guys. They'll die quickly enough to this kind of damage output. Oh my god, look at that. No, I think it is still targeting the boss. I think my shuriken is still targeting the closest enemies. Because those shurikens were absolutely trained on them. Alright, this looks pretty good. Grab some of my eggs. I also beat the big boss for this stage, which is pretty good. The big boss did not last long against these Uber Shurikens. Unfortunately, this is tough enough that I'm kind of thinking that I need to, like, not just focus on meme builds. Not just grab things at random without any real strategy behind it. Oh, yeah, okay, they pushed into me. That's fine. We got the coffin open and we defeated the Crimson Heart, so we now have access to the Hyper Antechamber. So the Inferno Latro up to level 6 unlocks Kanyo. Kanyo's weapon presumptively unlocks Chico. And then we get Perkyo. And then that just gives me a bunch of gold coins. Okay. Cool. Okay, so for the next run, obviously we're going to have to go in with Jimbo. I am assuming that the Outer Saboteur is a necessary thing to complete yeah, I'm guessing that it is a necessary thing to evolve this. I mean, Mad Groove does just make this easier. I don't want one of the ones that loses... Let's see. Plus 20% might, plus 1% area every level. Magnet and Recovery, I think, is better. Plus 1 banish every level. That's kind of cool. Honestly, why don't we start stacking a bunch of hoes? Yeah, if I... Okay, plus 2% area every level, that could be really good. Rune Tracer plus area can be really good. No. +1 reroll every level? That's crazy. No. Okay, Polybianca plus 40% growth. That's nuts. And what else? What else? What else? Yeah, another Poe. So we're going to have crazy amounts of recovery. Honestly, going for the Spellstorm combo could be really good. Bianca for even more growth. Reroll. 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 That spell strike. Armor for the Rune Tracer. We're getting rerolls and banishes every level? So I basically have the Balatro multiplier as a projectile field that travels along with myself, which is pretty interesting. Spell Stream, there we go. That is 2 out of the 3 components for the Spell Storm. Let's go ahead and speed it up. Let's roll hard for the last component. Empty Tome is amazing for this. We definitely want to make sure we're leveling up. That's part I already have. Let's see. More experience can be good. Not the final part I'm looking for. Let's just banish the Magistones. Banish the Tearfing. Banish the Ebony Wings. Thought I was supposed to be getting extra banishes every turn. No, that's plus reroll. Huh. I don't know where I thought I was getting that, but the rerolls are nice. That'll definitely help me get into the spell parts sooner or later. Oh, Candy Box. Perfect. Okay. So we need the spell string. There we go. Alright. We now have all 3 components of the Spellstorm combo. Let's go ahead and start upgrading. The Lux and the Umbra combine, don't they? Yeah, these combine with the mana. I don't think there's an actual union that creates them, though. Okay. God knows there's so much stuff in this game at this point. It's easy to lose track. Spin it? Sure. Extra damage is always appreciated. So the only thing I really need to do here is evolve this weapon, and then I can just leave. There we go. And we're getting rerolls every time I level up, which sure as hell makes it pretty damn easy to get what I need. Let's see. There we go. The Inferno. The multiplier's getting bigger and bigger. Ah, crap. Alright, well, if I activated one of the Guardians, I might as well get all four of them going. Spell Strike, okay. There we go. We're only 3 minutes in by the clock. We've definitely spent a hell of a lot longer than that. Just because of all the considerations with the leveling up. Okay, our starting weapon has reached max, so my assumption is that it evolves with the special passive here. Oh no, it was a 9 level, okay. So I need to get that up to max as well, the Outer Saboteur. And then I'll have to wait till the 10-minute mark in order to get a silver chest. And in the meantime, we can just work on the Spellstorm Trio, try and power that up. There we go. Rune Tracer's fine. Hit these guys. 1 is dead, 2 or 3. Alright, all 4 of the Guardians have been slain. Killing the Guardians that quickly is pretty good. We'll go ahead and set the time up again, have it go the fastest speed possible. And we'll just run around. So at this point, the Outer Saboteur is basically the most important thing for me to roll for. I just skipped one. Whoops. There we go, Outer Saboteur. Multiplier's coming along pretty good. Outer Saboteur. And more Saboteur, please. Yes, Saboteur level 6. Rune Tracer, that's good. More Saboteur, please. I wondered how the heck Vampire Survivors could, like, you know, really capture some of the feeling of Balatro, and of just, you know, playing with jokers and coming up with these absurdly overpowered builds. Yeah, I kind of get it now. Honestly, an Armadillo for Candelabrador. At least if I can fill up all the passive slots. Screw it. Just grab a Clover. All I really need to do is get this thing... sure, Garlic, why not? At least now, every time I level up, it's only going to be things that I have, so that makes it a lot quicker. No, this isn't actually counting as taking up a passive slot, because it's still offering me new ones. Okay, that's actually really good to know. I was a little concerned that this level would basically force you to be down a slot, but that does not appear to be the case. And that is Outer Saboteur, level 9. So now all we have to do is get to the 10-minute mark and get a silver chest. And then we will have succeeded at evolving this and unlocking the next character. And then rinse and repeat, just to get all of my fancy Joker friends. Okay. Nice. Good. And go. Okay, spell strike. Spin it. What's an interesting looking card I could get? How about you with even more magnet? What even is my recovery at this point? 3.5 points of health every... I assume that's per second? Alright. Yeah, we're good to basically just sit here now. Our magnet values and recoveries are high enough that there's really not much that could be done to threaten us at this point. There's still a chance that Rune Tracer evolves first. Uh-huh. Okay, I am getting a bunch of happy birthday images texted to me by a number I do not know. That is 5 of them in the last 2 minutes. That is too many. Here we go. The Nane Inferno. Adds a second zone effect. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. So we have the chip and the multiplier fields, which now circle around Jimbo. That is a really cool. That is a really cool weapon. That's actually really neat. Alright, but that mission has been achieved. So we can exit out. We can unlock Kanio. And I assume it's going to be the same thing when Kanio. Using skip when leveling up has a chance to trigger a Sephiroth. Oh god, no. That's kind of horrifying. Okay. Back into the antechamber. Actually, let's make sure we do turn on Hurry. No wonder that last one took so long. I didn't actually have Hurry turned on. Oh, there is another one. Okay, I don't know who the heck keeps texting me. Honestly, may as well just mad groove it. Who do I want? These are not especially good. Those incremental bonuses, though, starting at this low level, could be really, really good. Let's see. +1 reroll every level, plus growth and greed. That's really good. Those are all 1-star. Sure. Grab that one. Let's grab the pentagram. Why not? We're gonna have some real craziness going on here. Hydrostorm can be pretty strong. Homing missiles, sure, that's fine. Every time we hit a level, my stats are going up. That's pretty good. Whoop. Hydrostorm. Sure, why not the pentagram? Let's see. What should I guess? Pentagram. We can really get that pentagram powered up. It's going to do wonders for me. Weapon power up. Sure, might as well grab it just in case. Hydrostorm. You can reroll. Let's just go for more of this weapon. There we go. More proper pentagram. Pentagram is nice and good to have. Okay. Let's see. Can I roll for a crown? Crown would be very helpful. Empty Tome, also very helpful. Garlic could be really helpful. Crown, there we go. There we go. More of the Fibonacci spirals. More Crown. Fibonacci. Fibonacci. There we go. Hydrostorm. Pentagram. Tiragasu, just in case. Pentagram. Alright. Damn it. Okay. Was kind of trying not to run into those, but we'll just accept it. We're at the 6-minute groove. Fumarola is good to have. Garlic's good to have. Crown. Crown. Oh my god, now I'm getting calls. Oh my god. Same person. Jesus. I know who it is, too. It's a friend of my wife I haven't talked to in probably a good 4 years. Apparently they decided that today is the day that is extremely important. That they send me a half dozen happy birthday texts and then call. But I am busy. I am doing things. Outer Saboteur. Yes, okay. It's time to start rolling hard for the Saboteur. We are definitely nowhere near the kind of damage output that we were with the last build. But that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Double pentagrams, that's pretty damn good. Since this weapon can trigger another one of my weapons to go off, combining it with super long cooldown weapons like the pentagram is just a really, really good combo. I will have to remember that for future builds. Okay, more missiles. Tiragasu. At least we got the Gorgeous Moon. We still need a lot more levels in the Saboteur. Come on, Saboteur. Come on, Saboteur. Where are you, Saboteur? There you are. Okay, more Saboteur. There we go. And more Saboteur. More Saboteur. And almost to the maximum. There it is, Outer Saboteur, level 9. Perfect. So now we just have to wait for the bosses. Jesus, come on. And that is why I grab the Tiragasu and the Pumarola for safety. Empty Tome. Garlic is good. Empty Tome. Okay, what would help? Yes, Blood Astronomia for damage zones. That's really helpful. Song of Mana is good for some damage zones. Pretty sure this guy drops the chest when he dies. He does. The Royal Flushed Evolved Fibonacci Sprites has a 55% chance to fire 1, 2, 3, or 5 other weapons. Holy hell. Oh my god. Okay, so combining that with long cooldown weapons like the Pentagram is absolutely absurd. That is so good. Okay. So we achieved that. Chico, let's do this. Same basic plan. We're going in. Before I do, though, am I missing something? No, both my charm and my curse are turned off. It really is just this difficult. Okay. Well, once again, Mad Groove like before. Poe, sure, why not? Let's see. Yeah, you're a good one. Nah. One reroll every level is still about as good as you can get. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, grab that. Let's get, like, a really crazy 3-star one. Those are not especially good ones. Nah, we're just gonna keep going. I want, like, a really crazy 3-star, Serverot. No, not one whose ability fades over time. I don't want that. Not one whose bonus fades over time. Not one whose ability fades over time. No. Give me... No. I am going to keep clicking on this until I get it. I have infinite money. I can do this all goddamn day long. No. 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 Can some of them just not come in 3-star? Because it's really looking like some of them just can't come in a 3-star variety. Like, I think I've only ever seen 1-star dogs. Interesting. Because if the only 3 stars it can give you are ones whose ability is lost over time, then the only thing you're really getting is this effect and this effect off of them over the long term. Which really doesn't seem to be that good. I mean, I guess they'll save you in a pinch, but that's about it. And since the effects on these are semi-randomized... Okay, whatever. Alright, let's buy a golden egg. Let's buy a whole bunch of golden eggs. Just to make me ridiculously powerful. And then bones, cherry bombs, Corellos, Larobas. That thing. Sure. There. Alright, we're gonna make this one go by real quick. Tiragasu for safety margin. Bone. Candelabrador. Cherry Bomb. The Gros Michel. Tiragasu. Another one of these. Sure. How about... I don't know. Let's just go with Demon Man again. Not that one. Other Demon Man. Ooh. Okay, this one being inverted seems pretty good. Cherry Bombs. Bones. Yeah, just stay here. The more we get surrounded, the stronger this gets. Crown. Avoid the boss. Spinach for more damage. The more of these I get, the stronger the bosses... Well, the stronger all the enemies get as well. Pomarola. Come on. Cool. More of those. Empty Tome as well. Okay. So this thing is definitely going to evolve into the Cavendish, because I know my Balatro. Oh, okay. Who gives me more... Yeah, more projectiles. More projectiles will definitely be good. Empty Tome, Bone, 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 Cherry Bomb, Tome. This is coming along quite well. The enemy has no hope of catching me. But do I kill the bosses quickly enough? Not Cherry bombs. We need more for the outer saboteur. We need a lot more for the outer saboteur. Saboteur, saboteur, and saboteur. So let's actually turn down the speed here just to appreciate the Gross Michelle. So it just sort of bounces around like a bunch of bananas. Seems fairly simple. Let's grab even more amount. Amount. Yes. Okay. There we go. And 10 minutes is almost here. There's the groove. And there's the chest. And yes, we have the Cavendish. Always crits, always explodes. Other weapons crit more often. Ooh, okay. So they're a lot bigger. Are they always shooting up? Interesting. So they go out, they hit enemies, and they explode. Neat. Alright. So that one's done, and the only ones left are... to evolve the Celestial Booster with Perkio. Can equip... What the hell? Can equip up to 100 passive weapons. Okay. Wait. Okay. If we're going to go up to 100 passives, then we are going to set the max weapons to 1. And we are going to over-limit the hell out of whatever this is. Okay. So... let's see. Accumulating inverse cards reduces the risk factor. Oh. Okay. Okay, so how do I want... I want banishes. I really want to collect banishes. That's a skip every level. Okay, this is... 1 banish every level... But I don't want that with extra curse. Let's see. Game Anima of Mortaccio. No, I don't want that. We really just want to focus on gaining banishes, because we're basically going to just be collecting a ludicrous number of passives. So we want a means by which we can control that. This does give me 16 banishes right off the bat. plus... No, I still think I want to roll for the... banishes every level. Only 20% curse. Alright, I'll take that one. Okay. So now that I can accumulate a bunch of banish, what I want to do is grab some of the less harmful inverted. Okay, yeah, -1 revival, that's fine. And that is fine. Okay. So let's start with Empty Tome, just so that we are really able to get these out here. Take the Celestial Boosters every time I can get them. Spinach. We definitely want spinach. We want Candelabrador. Okay. We want... Tarona's Box is pretty good. Duplicator. Okay, that's pretty good. Now let's start putting as many points as possible into the Celestial Booster. I don't know how well this build is actually going to work, but I'm going to do my best for it to try to make just an absolutely insane over-limit build, focused exclusively on this. Let's see. Celestial Booster, okay. More projectiles that keep getting bigger. We are creating a solar system. Yes! Yes! Come to me, my glorious solar system. Oh, this is actually starting to look really good. There we go. Okay, we have one last level to get. There we go. Okay. Bracer, we don't need. Wings, we don't need. Karoma's Mana, we don't need. That is an insane boost of ability. Pumarola is good for the recovery. Spellbinder, really don't think is necessary. Let's actually focus on getting rid of the unwanted passives first. Like, I don't need a Stone Mask. I'm not going to need a Clover. Honestly, armor could be helpful. Yes, we will take this invert to reduce the risk level, just so the enemies have fewer health. Duplicator for more projectiles. Crown, just so I level up faster. Candelabrador. Okay. Skullomaniac, we are definitely banishing that. The Clover, we don't need. The Tiragasu, we definitely want. The Crown for more levels. Damn it. Okay. Crap. Spinach, then. Unfortunately, before hitting over limits, I probably don't have anywhere near the level of power that I actually need to get rid of these things. Spinach for more might. Okay. Candelabrador, I need to start investing in my Saboteur. Okay. Saboteur. At this point, we're probably not actually going to last long enough to really appreciate this weapon in a big over-limit build. We're just going to invest in the Saboteur. We're nearly at the 10-minute mark. Okay. Let's go... Honestly, let's go with Porta. Okay, Saboteur. That's fine. Saboteur 5, we need to get it up to 9 before we can use that silver chest. Which is proving to be a serious problem. This is really not a good map for coming up with really long-term build ideas. Saboteur 7. Okay, that's fine. Saboteur 8. We're almost there. We just need one more level. Okay, there's Saboteur 9. We now have negative space. Evolved Celestial Booster reveals secret planets. Planets occasionally turn negative. Ceres, Planet X, and Eris. Oh. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so it maintains... So it occasionally switches into a series of negative planets with extras. That's pretty cool. I really like that. Sure, it really doesn't matter what we grab. Because I have achieved my objective. So, there we go. That is all of the Balatro stuff. So, we once again have a full collection. The only unlock is, again, the one I didn't have last time, which was to complete the Ode to Castlevania adventure, which I'm still working on. We'll get through it, don't worry. But there we go. Another DLC fully explored. So I think that's going to be it until the next time Vampire Survivors gets an update. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.